One time for Mike Brown, one time for Amadou. Since y'all ain't doing it, here's what I'ma do. I'ma backtrack, take it back to the 60s, when times were hard to bear. Grisly growled at them evil politicians, made them notice we protest through progress and protect our daughters. Then progress through protest and protect our sons, because black lives don't matter in the eyes of the evil ones. The more I ask for direction, the more I keep getting lost. I'm praying for guidance, wrong street ain't trying to cross. Keep praying to my God, asking to make me pure, but sins repeatedly stained. What am I praying for? Oh, Lord. I fall into my knees. I'm trying to grab a piece of some peace without a piece. Don't understand how America is in the Middle East. More bodies in Baghdad. We bagging dads in the street. These policemen making their own laws. Y'all think it's a game? Well, I declare war. Praying for peace and serenity. Help me, oh Lord. Please protect me from my enemies' enemy.
All right, so the difference in this show from last year, I would say the major difference for me is, of course, it's in a different city. This year we are in Brooklyn. We in Brooklyn, right? Wait, we in Brooklyn. Last year was in Philadelphia. I was actually able to like attend the rehearsals and all that. This year, you know, being in Philadelphia, I wasn't able to. But basically, it's the same setup. You know, a lot of us spread out and around to get, and I feel like it captures the whole people having different perspectives and different views from different places. So I do like the fact that it's in a different city, that some people came from Philly, and that we do have a different crowd. So I'm able to meet new people, and I just know it's gonna be a good show. So I'm ready to have a good time.
Oh, what can happen in 3 days' time? To me. Why are my questions never answered? I asked him, was this about my light, when all he saw was my darkness? I asked you to win the fight, but in it, I lost my patience. I couldn't wait for this. What do you do? When the victory to overcome the world is muted in screams of crucify him, or Black Lives Matter, when the call to love and turn my cheek becomes far too heavy to bear. When miracles weren't enough to help, and now we try to rely on an iPhone camera. So for those of you who don't understand, no, I'm not racist. I understand there is a power differentiation in America that is not perceived, but it is a reality at this moment. I understand you are comfortable with the reality that I may have taken my own life, and no, you may never know the answer, but I'm telling you that I see clearer now.
Every morning take the 3 train to Rockaway, wondering who I might have to fight to save my life today. The truth is I never fought, I'm not a savage like they say. I elevate to feed my mind, and I keep above the fray. These hoodlums are our enemies, none of us chose this way. But here's a lesson on conditioning. What we were taught back then, it still applies to today. And we were taught we weren't human, so our skin got us slain. So I returned to Brownsville, teach how poetry saves. We gotta save our youth. Yeah, we gotta save our youth.
Mother, did you know that your baby boy would not see tomorrow? That the winds would be the last one to embrace him as their own mother? Did you know that your baby boy would be slaughtered like cattle, skinned of his manhood and hung for an audience to see? Did you know that your baby boy's been defamed in the news, identified as an offender without showing any proof? Now the child that you have carried would be carried away from you.
This is no Mandingo memoir, nor some type of sick fetish. You are no objects, nor oversexed male. You are lover, friend. You are no thug. Let this serve as a reminder that your life matters more than just to people who look like you. I speak for the people who look like me, who may actually just be afraid to say it. That without you, there is no America. No so-called land of the free, where your equality is said to be subpar to even me. There is no revolution, no passion, no arts or music. There is no renaissance, no birth, no breath, no life, no spoken word. You are the creator of good things. God's image is etched into your very being. Black man, you are no boy. The pavement was never meant to be your grave. Blood-splattered shirts were never meant to be your attire. Your skin was never meant to be a target. Your smile was never supposed to fade. Your wings were never meant to be caged behind bars in a country that you helped build, symbolized by an eagle. Despite the hypocrisy, you forgive. Black man, it is okay to cry. I will cry with you.
So for me, I would say this is very important to me because social injustice in its broad perspective is a topic that is very controversial and just something that everybody deals with, whether directly or indirectly. So I just wanted to be a part of this to kind of give back in a way that can help, you know, raise up and as well as inspire the masses.
Pig thought I act black. He then had to respect it. My patience, though it is thin, I really don't want to test it. If I overreact, his gun, he could eject it. And giving no pig some fun for something that won't be crime, there ain't no way in hell this white man is doing time before we reach demise or situations like mine. Avoid behind those walls by reading between the lines. Lines, 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 lines.
And I wonder if as they took their last breath, if they wished that it would carry their song back to their people. I wish to linger. And I wonder if as their people donned their mourning clothes, if they sang back, I wish you linger, a little longer, a little longer here with me. I wonder if they were ready to die. And I wonder if that thought makes you cry, but I really wonder if they knew that if there's time, that the rewind that flashed before their eyes wouldn't just be an experience that they survived. I wonder if they knew they wouldn't be alive. And I wonder, how many more times must I write poems like this? Poems of lists, poems being pissed, poems that wish there was another poem like it. I'm sorry that I dwell here so much, and that I don't talk about hope and such, but I really wonder if we need a reality check. If we need to be reminded of how this affects every person with melanin and how an entire sect of the population thinks it's irrelevant because it ain't your kin, I wonder. What would you do if you saw you being wiped out like flies? And I say you because I am they and they are me and I am she and he and we are all scared. What would you do if you were us?
What strange plans we make. Against ourselves, we move like moths into a fire. Every decision is measured by a higher order we cannot escape. And ignorance is not innocence. When crimes are planned against ourselves, we move into the pain of undisciplined desire. So it's about discipline. Disciplining our feelings, our thoughts, our feelings. So instead of me telling you a lot about what happened in prison, I'm really telling you what happened to me while in prison and what came out of that. Because it's very important to know that you can't change the prison system inside, but you can change the prison inside yourself. You can break down the walls inside yourself. You can break the chains and images of psychological slavery. And once you do that, then no matter where you go, you're never in prison. And you can't be in prison.